And this is another 25-lap race, so plenty of time to see awesome action. And yeah, everyone's been pleased so far, especially with the juniors who just finished.
And thankfully, thanks to Singya, we've got the TV production crew here, and they're getting some great footage of the race. If you can watch the screens, you can actually see the drivers as they come down the back straight. Of course, footage will also be placed on the website, skc.sg. A 30-second ball goes up, the drivers get told to put their visors down, they'll go up for a warm-up lap, followed by a formation lap, with all 14 drivers heading up the grid.
Their adrenaline is pumping so high out there. They must be nervous as well. It's a tight field. Hopefully we can get through this race without any dramas, but we've got Julian there. Julian Fong having a bit of a stall. Austin Hicks, sorry. Hopefully he can get back up to speed and get into the formation lap. He's one of the biggest fighters in this class. He may be starting a bit further down in the field that he's used to, but just keep an eye on him, cart number 591.
Interesting point to note, Ben, up the back of the straight at turn 6, that puddle of water has shrunk now, so on the outside of the course it's actually really dry, so they shouldn't have any problems with grip there. And just to explain some of the rules, the drivers stay well clear of that solid white line on the main straight in turn 1. If two tires cross that line, they get a 3-second penalty for crossing the blend line. That's something they want to be very conscious of, and of course they want to be trying to get into good position for this formation lap.
All right, we're starting to get into the formation lap here. Nasri Nafal, he's got points over Thaddeus Lee. He's got everything to fight for. Let's hope he can keep the first position, but watch out for Thaddeus coming out of the last corner as they start the race. He's got a lot of power. This could be exciting. It could be ugly coming into turn 1 here. I predict a 3, possibly a 4-kart wide battle coming into the first corner.
Well, Austin's done well to get himself back into race position, so they're all in the correct race order now. It looks pretty good for the start. Let's hope we get a nice clean start on the line. And not to worry, spectators, it's very common for a bit of nudging to happen at the start in formation, but we've got an aborted start, one more extra formation lap. It's very, very normal for the karts to have some small minor contact, but what we don't want to see is anyone sideswiping each other off the course.
Well, that's the beauty about go-kart racing. You can't sideswipe, but usually the drivers give a bit of a nudge from behind to let the other drivers know that they're there, especially in this stadium complex in the chicane area.
Well, for those who have never had the experience of driving in type formation, 14 karts driving 2 up together at about 70% of their speed, it is pretty difficult and pretty scary. Trust me, you don't want to be hitting those brakes too hard, and you don't want to be going crazy on the accelerator. You really have to moderate the performance of that kart as we get ready for the race start here. Let's hope we get a clean one now.
Nasri's keeping the pack together. Thaddeus has to go on the outside, but Nasri's got the early break on the inside. He's going to lead into the first corner. There's a close battle there between Julian Fong and Ted Lin.
And someone had a bit of a bump there. It looks like Saravan Rajakumar 599 went all the way across the track. It seems like nobody came out of that incident.
Looks like Ted Lin even took on Julian there for 3rd position, yellow helmet.
That's right, the field looking to try and even itself out as we go into the first few laps. Ooh, Clinton goes very sideways on the back of that corner. Austin Hicks right on his bumper, and there's a bit of a pile-up there. Part number 91, Morgan Loganathan, and 8 and 653 of Randall Ng had a bit of an incident there on turn 6, but they're back on course, so let's hope they can continue to race.
And the position, there no position changes here. Nasri crosses the line in 1st position. And look at this battle at the front. Nasri and Thaddeus Lee, bumper to bumper. They're touching as they're coming into the stadium complex. We've got 25 laps of this action, folks. Stay tuned trackside. And another battle for 3rd position here. There's 4 cars fighting for 3rd position. Julian Fong, Ted Lin, Ben Ming and Vincent Nathan, with Austin Hicks finally getting into the groove here. at the back of the field. There's 4 cars going into the second turn, fighting it for third position.
And Morgan Loganathan coming into the pit lane, hand raised. He probably has some issues with his kart number 91. He's retiring from the race, unfortunately. And Opie, kart number 268 and 708 of Thaddeus Lee right on his heels. And then it's Julian Fong in third, 814. "22 laps to go." Here comes Saravan Rajakumar on the inside. He tries to come out of turn 2. And Ben Chen goes on his inside, so it's all chopping and changing in the middle of the order there as they go down the back straight.
We've got Nasri in the lead, followed by less than 100th of a second by Thaddeus Lee. He's going to try something out of this last corner as they come through the stadium complex. The 2 white cars here.
And Saravan in kart 599 has managed to get himself up to 4th with Ben Chen 228 right behind him. And it's the Tony Karts behind them to try and chop and change for 5th and 6th. And Thaddeus seems to have taken the lead.
And we saw out of the screens here that Thaddeus Lee has taken the lead from Nasri.
That's right, Opie is now in second, and Thaddeus has made a bit of a pass. He's in front now. He did a 34.526, and this one even quicker, I suppose, 34.307 on that lap. He's now in the lead, followed by Opie in second, and Julian Fong, 814 in third. He currently leads Saravan Rajakumar.
Keep a close eye on the fight for 4th position, Saravan Rajakumar and Ben Ming. Ted Lin is fighting with Vincent Nathan. Vincent Nathan's just taken Ted Lin for 5th, 7th position, 6th position. Nice little battle for the lead here. We've still got another 20 laps to go of this exciting action. Here comes the battle for 3rd position, Julian Fong and Saravan Rajakumar. Saravan's right behind Julian Fong, less than 100th of a second. He's going to time his passing right as they enter turn 1. Is he going to have a dive on the inside of turn 2? No, he's a bit too far back for that.
There's still a battle going on for 7th, 8th, and 9th as well between Ted Lin, Clinton, and Lehigh Bo in 811. It's very tight as we've still got plenty of racing ahead of us. We're only 6 laps in.
Nasri's dropping off just a little bit here as Thaddeus pulls away.
And Thaddeus chipping away at that time. He's doing 34.153 now. I suspect we'll see a 33 very shortly as these cars are getting faster and faster and the fuel's getting lower and lower in these vehicles.
It looked like Ben was making an adjustment exiting onto the pit straight there, which cost him a little bit of time. And we've just seen Austin Hicks and Jack McGregor having a fight around turn 2 there. Austin Hicks comes out the man on top. He's got a lot of work to do. He's not used to being down at the back of the grid here. He's still got another 18, 17 laps to do something, but we've got 4 cars neck and neck, bumper to bumper, coming out down this back straight here against Vincent Nathan, Ted Lim, Johan Surabaya, Lehigh Bo, and Randall.
I'll tell you, the other race to watch is the race between Ben Chen and Saravan Rajakumar, 599 and 228, and Vincent Nathan, 176. 4th, 5th, and 6th on the grid right now, and they are less than 0.2 seconds between each other. You can see there's a half a kart length between each of these drivers now as they come into the front straight here.
And we can just see Ted Lin there behind Vincent Nathan, fighting it out for Ben Lim as they come onto the closing straight.
And the TV feed showing Thaddeus Lee now coming down the back straight. He's in a bit of a good position right now. He's ahead of Opie in first. Opie doing everything he can to try and chase him down, but they're clocking 34 mids, 34 lows consistently. And then there's, of course, Julian Fong in kart 814 behind him, and then the rest of the field, 599, 228, and 176, all fighting it out for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Nasri is dropping off a bit, or his nickname Opie, but that's not to be too worried about because there's still 15 laps to go. Thaddeus Lee might start getting tired soon, so they could come back together for a close fight in the closing stages of this exciting race as we see Jack McGregor all over the rear end of Austin Hicks coming into turn 2 here. Hopefully that won't end in tears. Austin's got a lot of work to do here, as we see